I'm about to start the show.
All right.
Fake niggas out there. Fake bitches too. The ones that
so I ain't got the fun. He comes natural with the telling.
listen, nowadays everybody's a fucking critic. Always wanna talk and discuss it when they don't live it. Tell me who you are to be judging the way I'm living. Trying to front like it's a fact when it's nothing but your opinion.
What's going on? It's your girl Black Ice representing the Black Ice Cartel. Shout out Syndicate Cartel. Shout out Rep the Brand, Queen of the Ring. Yeah. Oh, shout out Dale too. That's my girl. Look, I'm here with you. Man, I had fun. Very excited. Dope battle. Best battle of the night, in my opinion, was C3 versus Official. Crazy battle. But yeah, so we are here to introduce
Shooney versus Bonnie, man. That battle went down. I heard it was crazy. I wish I could have been there, but at least we introducing that, man. You see the cartel, you see Queen of the Ring, we here together. It's all about repping the brand. It's all about coming together as brands. And you know, you see the boss right here with another boss, man. John Doe, man. Salute to you, my man. Be a hug, man.
what's going on. It's your girl Black Ice with the Black Ice Cartel Battle League. We got tonight, it's the Grudge, February 16th. It goes down. This is one of the big battles of the night. We got to my right.
Yo, it's Bonnie Godiva, 914 innuendo in the fucking building. Just gonna catch a body, nigga.
And to my left, we got
Shooney the rapper, you already know. Murderville in the building, let's go.
Listen, this ain't what you ready for. What happens when you bring a heavyweight versus a heavy broad? Clips like chips. After one, you'll get plenty more. Cause my 40 always keep a 22 by his side. Demi Moore. I went from Queen of the Ring to King of the Dot. I'm that nice. You, a slide for anyone with a car. So guess where you are? On Black Ice. But since I'm having a wholesale, I took you for half price to give you this act right. You'll get hit with this, nah I'm saying. After this, nah I mean, that smack twice. I've been a part of flashlight before the clothesline. So if you don't get the whole 9, you're getting clothesline. Let these hands work around your face since it's your time. Or go to your crib and start clapping at your curtains like it's showtime. I came here to give you a good ass whooping. But it's looking like your ass didn't make it. So I'ma still beat the back and legs off you, cause we all know you trash and you basic. I mean, Shooney say shit like, that's the shit you spitting. Ugly bird talking about I'm half Spanish. Bitch, you're mixed with pigeon. The caps I pop like a Snapple top. It'll dent your lid. Aftermath, leave it half and half. That's a split decision. But it's only right I send you to the preacher with the scripture given. Cause you can have Jehovah as a witness. I wouldn't Bible you sell. You are just another sacrificial lamb looking right for the kill. I knew it when I read your verses. I was right in your will. Cause after 12 battles, you marked 13. So when I give you this eyeful, I know it's right in his will. But I only got a couple seconds left. So I'm gonna let these bucks loose like the game with the Rockets then. And after I bench her, she gonna have to face the music for taking this violin. Wait, y'all don't remember the Bucks last game with the Rockets win? Who got benched and had to face the music for taking the violin? I mean, it's intuition. So I can school her, but she can't pay me for common sense, cause in the mill, you gotta face the music for taking that violin. I'm tired of all these Helen Keller ass bitches thinking they can see me with words. Real talk, I only took this bread for you because I like feeding you birds.
That's a nice outfit you got on.
My attitude is cynical, surrounded by these imbecile rappers spitting fictional, acting like they the pinnacle.
Black bitch! You remind me of every motherfucker in Jenga. I don't know why the fuck they keep giving me bitches your complexion. Don't they know that I flame hoes? So Bonnie, what the fuck is up, bitch? Your mother always said your mouth was gonna get you in trouble, but we all know it's cause you suck dick. And I ain't even gonna come at you for fucking battlers. Shit, I fucked a couple too. But nobody, and I mean nobody, has fucked as many as you. Shotgun, day daylight, newborn, and two dawns. Bitch, I wish you was practicing to use that shotgun and dig like to kill that newborn. That do the man. I know you did. That's half of URL. And I heard you fuck that nigga Norbs. How the fuck did you get past that? Anyway, we off that. You some real regular bitch from the cut block in Yonkers. Selling your pussy for money, claiming you ain't a prostitute, but these just your sponsors. Bitch, please. I know you be fucking niggas for them lines or some cokehead shit. Begging niggas for a hit. On some dope head shit, and you end up full of pussies like an old girl's trip. Bitch, I came for the action, now let's get to the script. Your D ain't real. It's easy to punch a bitch that don't punch back. You swing on me, you gon' get cut, bitch, fuck that. You quit from this pump, or leave a soul glowing like she coming to America. Don't worry, I bought a family plot so your moms will be right next to you when I bury you. What? Come on now, your moms will be right next to you when I bury you. Fuck. I got it. Don't worry, I bought a family plot so your moms will be right next to you when I bury you.
Got the gears in my cup, so what you bitches want me never been a fraud,
Bitch, you look like a mother baby. And you 9 too. What happens when Big Bird and Miss Piggy have a child? You. Well, since you look like your mother and think you fly, cool. When these shots bacon, ate ass, watch how the swine flew. Unclock bitches. If you don't know what time it is, let me remind you. After I two-fist her, my boot liquor. That's how you shine, shoe.
Shine shoe, you spitting right now.
Cause you a hot spitter, bull. But since you feeling hospitable, how about you leave Milwaukee County with a hospital bill? But that's cool, cause you and Farrah could both pick out rooms. Cause since she's sick, I got a shot she could get, well, soon. But ever since Love and Hip Hop, all you bald-headed side hoes been acting important. Newsflash, you only in demand cause you RuPaul. You know how to drag a performance. Wow.
She snapping.
It's like, even your pussy resume is embarrassing by itself. So let's review. Talking about battlers, right? After fucking you, X factored another hoe, bought a carriage and got a house. Rex's wife Star Smiles, now you back on top of the shelf. I don't know if it's your pussy game, is it average or how it smells, but what the fuck type of box makes niggas go marry somebody else?
Fair enough.
It's like, after y'all spend the night together, niggas be like, what the fuck am I doing? I gotta get my life together. If that's the case, can you fuck mine too? Y'all laughing, but I ain't even playing. I'll light up some candles, make the bed for you and everything. I won't even be mad because I know later I'm gonna get a ring. So I'll be right in your corner like, go ahead, girl. Hey, do your thing. I mean, you let Goods hit it, so why you acting like he can't get around in it? Oh, I forgot, your pussy like a circus. You only let midgets and clowns in it.
Wow.
It's like.
Stop it. Hold it down, Leave her alone.
It's like, ever since she let X in a spot, she been a mark. The bitch had more teams run through her walls than Miller Park. Matter of fact, fuck all that. You got that Cleveland Cavalier pussy. Cause you be trying to make it stick to a king, but it's sad how we watch him leave you to get to the ring.
Rappers spitting fictional, acting like they the.
You're an act. Something that man made up. Am I wrong? So tell me you was rapping back when niggas was in the lion's den. If you say yeah, then we know that you lying then. Cause you sparred more times than a nigga getting ready for a fight. I stepped in this ring one time and my shit took flight. Cause I'm a real bitch and I got niggas that'll take a shot for me like I missed the celebration. Bitch, I've been this shit since I learned my ABCs. Another bad creation. And you want us to think you're a threat cause your name is Bonnie? Bitch, no relation. These bullets will leave you weak, your body's the destination. No, I said I'll give you these bullets and leave for a week. Nobody knows the destination. Bonnie, what the fuck? You want us to think you nice and you saying something? Bitch, you worse than Nelson Mandela's interpreter. Your fans said you're boring now and they want you to take some time off. Don't worry, y'all, I snapped. I came here to murder her. I'm heartless, and these 100 bullets to be the remedy. I told you it wasn't gonna be no personals. Psych, I lied, bitch, you ain't no friend to me. So when the fuck you gonna tell these niggas that you be wearing butt pads? Or how you gave out more rides? fucking a nigga with an unlimited bus pass. Look, bitch, I'm about as crooked as Luck's teeth when I touch heat. And I'ma give you these body shots like a drunk white bitch. I heard your pussy smell like Master Splinter's roll mixed with raw fish. Bitch, you nasty as fuck. And this battle sealed your fate. Niggas told you this gonna be an easy kill. I'm glad you took that bait. Cause I paint a perfect picture, you can Instagram that. Niggas said you was gonna 3-0 me. Negative, even the cameraman ain't picturing that. Cause this shit was written for you like a Ouija board. Bonnie, you took a nigga's whole style and ran with it. CB4, you're not original. You're not original. You do shit that we seen before. And I see a little bit of me in you like an organ donor, but you can't beat me, whore. So go ahead and spit that fake shit. Matter of fact, shut the fuck up. You my son, bitch. And these niggas don't want to hear that. Need I remind you there's metaphors and real rap, bitch. So play if you want, Bonnie. I got toys that'll fix you. I'm Doc McStuffin. I leave blood in the lap of a nasty bitch. Yup, I'm McLovin. And you gonna take this ass whooping like a man since you shaped like one. You got a tranny uncle? That's cool. Let's see how good he is when I pipe him down just for fun. I get a sensation from killing bitches like you that think they hot. You the world's most respected. You're a real thot. And my beats and you gonna act like this battle was a step down? But the truth is you took this by choice. Cause I'm the captain on Queen of the Ring. No, I said I'm a captain on Queen of the Ring. Now which one of you bitches wanna test that? I'm sending 6 shots right to you, dyke bitches, sports bra where your chest at. And you thought this round was cold? Well, round 3 is much worse, and you can bet that Murderville, bitch.
It's 3rd round, and y'all know I had to save the best. I mean, I told you, you can't beat me in no way. Have you faced it yet? Cause even when I swing over heads, I catch bodies like a safety net. While you could battle in Maine and still wouldn't be a main event. Cause you don't got bars like me. And you should just accept it. And I will leave your ears ringing off the hook when disconnected. Aim the metal and lock it at your chest like that shit a necklace. Then put you in a box with a text. You get the message? In other words, bitch, I'm reckless. And if I'm feeling disrespected, when you see this, respect it. Cause I got a left hook like the Cap, and a right like the Champ Ali. Plus the gun got a prop for the kick. You don't wanna see that Stand By Me? Yo, y'all wanna see a dead body? Stand By Me. Watch how I walk by tracks like Stand By Me. See, that is how you do a triple meaning. Write it down, cause I ain't saying any names, my niggas, but some of y'all tonight was like, no, I said I'll drive through. No, and then I'll drive through. No, nigga, all that shit the same, my niggas. They say I got too many gun bars. Oh well, the shit is all mine. And you could tell I love handles by how I keep the grip on my side. That's Ike and Tina. Y'all gonna see shoot fly when I backhand her. Charge at her with a fist in the air like Black Panther. Pull the pump and let it click on stage. Tap dancing. Only way that she can hang with the shit? Pack Pampers. I will do more fucked up shit to your kids than bad grandpa.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm done.
I'll drop him off to Mr. C on Christmas. That's Santa.
Damn.
Disrespectful shit. And I don't give a fuck how the bitch feel. I will hog spit in your face and knock your doofy ass out while you doing the windmill.
Damn.
Then I will find your son and this is Sparta. Kick your son off the big wheel. To give him iron to that little nigga naps and tell him to sit still. And if I don't get paid in full, you don't yet, but you will. If I don't get paid in full form, that's when you know that it gets real. When I send Sonny's fingers home in a box, you'll know just how Mitch feels. But this is just an appetizer. So sit back and chill while I finish my dinner. Cause no sock, I just put a foot in shoe like a Dominican nigga. Always wanna talk and discuss it when
When I talk to this bitch, I really think she needs some guidance. So Jasmine, I heard you and Magenta ain't cool no more cause you kept trying to fuck all jazz men. You're trifling, and you don't respect the girl code. You one of those, I don't get along with females, so I be alone. Translation, you hang with a bunch of niggas cause you're a fucking hoe. That's why every time you get a man, you get dismissed. I heard Math left you cause you gave him mono. When's the last time you heard a motherfucker getting a disease from getting kissed? You're pathetic. And honestly, this battle only paid chump change. But I took that shit because I felt you needed to be brought down to size. You running around here with Debo, letting that motherfucker fill your head with lies. Reality check, bitch. You're not invincible. And there's more to being a woman than just having a pussy. Let me give you a couple principles. Like, first off, your black ass need never to wear that green dress. And your jeans be so tight that your pussy look yeast infection fresh. You supposed to be building your brand. And putting nude pics on the internet ain't the fastest way to popularity. Get your dumb ass a real job with health benefits and a yearly salary. You had a battle sponsored by Drake. And out of all the rappers that you know, these no-name niggas is the ones you chose to date? Bitch, you hustling backwards. Let me school you. You lay down with dogs, you get fleas. Here's a Blues Clue. You're not comp to me. You're easy as a Sunday morning. And I got shirts made for your family to morning. Come on now. I got shirts from your family to morning, bitch. I'll come to your house and fuck you up while you sleep. Have you feeling like Beyonce while you talking to the police like, I woke up like this. I swear to God, all I remember is hearing black bitch, then I blacked out. I hit her with so many shots, she thought she was watching a repeat of the 96 stack. It ain't shit you could do to me. And these motherfuckers flew me all the way out to Milwaukee for your motherfucking eulogy. Black bitch.
Got the gigs and I don't so what you bitches want. They never been the fraud, bitch, so I ain't.
You are now tuned in to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Hustle, Jazz, Gaddis, 40, Official, Hard, Bonnie, Tori, C3, Couture, Misfit, Shayna, Norma, RX, QB, Jada, My Verse, Vixen, Merc, Miami, Prophet, Mulatto, Don, Lady, Shooney, Farrah, Tia, Torture, Cheddar, Casey, you wanna be down with the queens? Down with the queens. You wanna be down with the queens? Down with the queens. You wanna be down with the queens? Down with the queens. You wanna be down with the queens? Down with the queens. You wanna be down. You are now tuned in to the Queens of Battle Rap show on 15 Minutes of Fame.
Yep.
Okay, I hear you now. She didn't come in yet, right?
Nah, you live though.
Oh, I'm live?
Of course. You hear that intro, we live.
It was, I guess it's a delay on my end. Show host New Man from the Queens of Battle Rap show. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Just wanted to, it's funny because when you play that theme song, it reminds me every time that I have to actually, work on getting that fixed and redone and edited and things like that. So, like one of the people in the chat said in regards to something in battle, it's a little cringeworthy, for me when that plays. But nonetheless, this was definitely a long time coming. I have reached out to Bonnie for some time and, schedules just kept colliding. Bonnie is a very, very, very busy individual. So I kind of figured, what a better way than now than to make this happen. A few quick announcements before we actually get the young woman to come in. If you haven't checked the battle out yet, the King of the Dot, I don't know the name of the card, but RX versus Young Gaddis actually just dropped maybe about a day or two ago. So if you haven't checked that battle out, and it's 3 full rounds, definitely do yourself a favor and check that battle out. I don't think anything has been, no battles have been announced for the Queen of the Ring card, correct?
No.
Gotcha. So no battles have been announced yet. But the card is scheduled to take place. Do you know the date? April something?
I think it's April 10th.
April 10th on Caffeine. So if you don't have the app, definitely look into getting the app now as soon as possible. It is free. Don't know the times yet. I think only one battle has actually been stated. which I guess was Coffee and Hustle, which was put out there. I don't know if it's. I'm assuming it's confirmed at this point. I guess it was like put out there. But yeah, give me 1 second. Let me make sure she's on. All right. Let me come back. When you're trying to work these apps, it's always confused. Another thing too, as stated last time, if you actually tuned into the MyVerse interview, that's only part one of a part two. There was a little bit more that I actually wanted to have dialogue with MyVerse about. So be on the lookout for that. We're in the works of setting up something so that interview takes place as well. Spoke to another woman. This will be like her first time on the show, so there should be a goodie coming up. I won't say who yet, but we'll see. Somebody who's never been on the show before, coming soon.
Well, that list is very long, so
not necessarily.
I'm just taking shots.
Hey, to be honest, though, maybe I'll make a list one day. And some girls have been like repeat offenders, and a repeat offender on the show is a great thing. But I feel like we've had, a nice little, catalog.
That we have, yes.
Per se. Yeah. The resume isn't quite bad. And I always put it out there for everybody because I think they think that it's super easy for me. If it's a struggle for you, it's a struggle for me as well. It takes a lot of, nobody has cursed me out yet, and I thank every woman for not doing it. Nobody has got nasty. Nobody has gotten salty, to my knowledge. But yeah, I'm always grateful for that. This is the only bad thing is like when I'm trying to. This is why I need another person, because when I'm trying to coordinate, I can't multitask. So I'm gonna disappear real quick. The same link should work, right, bro?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you, Wicked548. Said you do a good job. I tried. Let me tell you something. It's not easy. It's a lot of, coaxing, not begging, not quite Keith Sweat. I haven't begged yet, but I've definitely asked over and over and over again. And every woman has been super respectful. All right, hold on. Let me just send her the link one more time, just in case. In addition to that, there's a couple of releases, I guess, since we last spoke. I think Hustle also dropped a top tier disc as well. I don't know if you were able to hear it, Rob.
Who?
If you heard any of them. Hustle put out a top tier disc. I think Miss Lisa did as well.
Yeah, I heard Hustle shit.
Gotcha. Hold up, let me come back in. Let me send this to her. Do you have a favorite in terms of the disses, or can't say?
I think Chess, and my favorite is still always going to be Easy the Block Captain's one anyway. So, what I mean? Like that shit is still crazy. Loaded Luck shit is crazy. Beat Out shit is crazy. I don't really say a favorite. It's a lot of them really fire, though.
Gotcha. All right, hold on.
I wish I would have saw more of the ladies jump in there, though. That would have been nice.
A good 4 or 5. It was Jazz, Casey J, Beatrice, Hustle, MyVerse, Lady Caution.
The usual suspects.
A good 7. You wanted different?
Sure, I wanted a lot of those girls that are looking for an opportunity to take advantage of that and just go off. You know what I mean? Call a lot of people out. There's a lot of females that they want to battle, but, you never know. One of those diss tracks could have actually opened up a door for them. But, again, just the usual suspects did a diss track. And that's what's wrong with female battle rap. Like, these other girls, you want to be seen, you gotta talk. You gotta talk.
Well, not for nothing. Nemesis, did put like a little you know, I don't think she took it as serious, but she put out like a little one, I guess kind of going at Shayna, don't quote me. And Hope Shirley put one out when she had a battle with battle with Bonnie.
No, I'm only saying that because, you know, what's going on now, what's going on now is that it's a lot of attention on it, right? So if you dropped a diss track in last year in August, it wasn't a lot of hype. It's a lot of hype around diss tracks right now. And shout out to RC. You right, brother. Call outs don't equal battles, but at least you put something in the air. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You know, again, if I'm a battle rapper, you know, I'll be coming at motherfuckers all the time. So, you know, I'm trying to get booked. And closed mouths don't get fed, especially in battle rap.
I guess as they stated, though, you know what I'm saying, when you're doing it within this sport, you know, for certain people, you know, will call out that way, you know what I'm saying? They might deem it as being inappropriate. You know, I'm going to fight you when I see you. You know, I'm going to fuck your baby father, whatever.
Not on a diss record. That's the thing I was bringing up, too, because I always say when I do interviews, I be trying to start trouble. You know what I mean? But it's hard to get people to talk shit in interviews. And I think Show Off said it best, was really like, you know, like sometimes when you saying it in an interview, people can take it the wrong way. You know what I mean? And, you know, might take it personal or might want to fight. But if you're doing it in a diss record, you know what I mean? It's something different about that. So. I don't think what I said was that deep that you have to stare into the sky that long. Say the fuck.
What it is, I guess I was just trying to see if I felt like that was 100% factual or even, you know, 50%. And I was just trying to think of, I guess, when diss tracks take place, you know what I'm saying, in like the music industry with rappers and things like that. You know, I was just trying to think, you know, in terms of something being said in the interview, and as far as like a diss track, which one, you know what I'm saying, would probably, if that equated over to battle rap.
Well,
that's what I was trying to decide.
I've never seen anybody get mad over a diss track and want to fight, but I've seen people get mad because of something somebody said in a blog or an interview. You know what I mean? So that's the point I was kind of making. Well, that Show Off actually made too. So, so I was just piggybacking off of what he said because it's true. Sometimes if you say certain shit, it can sound like you know, starting some trouble. But if you say it on a record in battle rap, so far, I don't think anybody's gotten into any major beef over a diss record. So. Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, I'll take it. I think it makes sense. But yeah, there were a couple. I guess the buzz just wasn't as big as, you know, maybe some of the male counterparts. Per se, in some ways. And I'm curious, am I sounding lispy or no? I'm asking you.
Oh, say it again?
Am I sounding lispy?
Nah.
Okay. I guess, you know, it's one of those things where, I don't know, I maybe I'll get a panel of women, you know what I'm saying, a female artist together. Sometimes it's a struggle getting one, let alone a panel. But I look into getting a panel together just to see, you know, if that's something that they, you know, agree with. If a call out will definitely, you know, there's an increase the chances of a battle. A lot of girls have been called out lately. I think, you know, Miss Miami, you know, she's been calling out a few. I think she called out Couture. I think she called out, I forget who else.
Yeah, but look at Yoshi. Like, everybody wants to fight Yoshi. When Yoshi be talking shit, everybody wants to fight her. I don't think her intentions is to fight, but, you know, as soon as Yoshi start talking shit, niggas, motherfuckers ready to beat her up.
You know, it's something about Yoshi, you know, where it's either they want to beat her up, you know what I'm saying, or people want to kind of counsel and school and educate, you know, this woman. It's kind of like where everybody becomes, you know, Lauryn Hill talking to Lil' Kim, you know, or something like that. Or Iyanla Van Zandt, you know, when they're talking to some, you know, little stray. That's how I think it. For
Nigga,
whatever
this-
reasons, happens that way with Yoshi.
This is battle rap. As long as I don't say nothing about you personally, fuck that. I want to battle. That's all.
I don't know if I'm trying to.
Yeah, nigga, you can't keep fucking clicking on and off.
Yo, yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure that there's no, you know what I'm saying, no issues or whatever. That's,
Got to get you an iPad.
I have one. Maybe I should use it, right?
Pretty much. That's how you should be doing the Zoom. And that will allow you to do your phone calls or texting and shit like that.
This is the flaw of not being in.
See, Lena Love said, nah, call outs damn near make it on site with females. I hate it. I hate it too. Young Luca, we waiting on Bonnie. He's trying to get a hold of her now. Beat Addicts.
I'm doing this. Go ahead. You want to say something?
Yeah, Beat Addict said, I think Couture will have a field day with Yoshi.
I'm hoping, that we actually get to see Couture. We actually saw her, I guess, one time. At this point, I guess about 2 years ago, and then we saw her, I guess, last year. So maybe, we'll get a once per year out of Couture. I do think with Couture, though, the actual, not that the caffeine setting doesn't work, but I do feel like Couture is better with the crowd, personally. I don't know when we'll be back to seeing a crowd, you know what I'm saying, or when we'll be back to having events with the crowd, but I would definitely prefer Couture with the crowd. So in some ways, maybe we're saving Couture, for when things kind of open back up.
Oh, sounds like they're going to be open back up this weekend out in Atlanta. Because,
wow, what's going on?
Well, that's the John bullpen card, Fade 3. So it's supposed to be a lot of people at this event. This is probably going to be the first big event that a lot of people are coming out to.
Yeah, Atlanta is I guess, an open state. I don't know if they're mask free yet, but I've been told a lot of people have just been in Atlanta without the mask. I think Texas is mask free, so I'm assuming maybe we'll see something going on there.
Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck. I'm still wearing mine.
You still wearing?
I'm still wearing my mask and bringing my hand sanitizer. I'm gonna spray niggas' hands before they fucking try to give me that. Yeah, enlightened original man. Tori Doe music is fucking fire. I love her flow. It's always different. You know what I mean? Like she just don't regular rap. Tori always got some shit with her the way she raps. I love it.
And if you haven't, it's available on all streaming platforms, but I think it's called Notorious One or Notorious. I know on iTunes it's like a pink cover, but she has maybe about 8. No, I think it's about 10 tracks per se. So if you haven't downloaded that or downloaded it, start streaming it. I know when she was up here before, I said for people to actually give it a listen. Hit her up and let her know. You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite track? What tracks you like? I don't want to say what tracks you could have did without, but just that works. Some listens are better than no listens.
Yeah, I fuck with Tory music. Lena Love, yes. Are you going to the event, Unc? Yes, I will be at Fade 3. I will definitely be in the building. I miss you being in the venue. Have we ever met before, Lena? I don't know why your name, like I always see you in the chats and shit. And if I'm supposed to know who you are, I'm gonna feel really bad. R. Kelly Sally said you got to wear a condom and a mask in Atlanta. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Let me see something. I'm coming, ladies and gents.
Pause. Did she respond to you at all?
I'm not hearing anything as of yet, which is why I'm trying to reach out again. You know, it could be one of those things where they're being fashionably late. But yeah, I'm just trying to.
All right, yo, we got few people in the chat here. Everybody in the chat, tell me who y'all got, and shout out to everybody that's hitting that like button too, man. I see the likes and the views are kind of close, so that's pretty good, man. It shows a lot of love. Everybody in the chat, who we looking at, Hitman or Cassidy? I want to hear y'all opinions in the chat. Who y'all got, Cassidy or Hitman?
Corona doesn't exist in Atlanta.
Don't everybody answer at the same time.
Hitman easy. Hitman.
Neither. The matchup is ass. Okay. Either way, you never know. Okay. NZU. Hitman, my favorite, but Cassidy gonna win. Okay. RBE always booking these strange battles. True, RC, but a lot of times some of these strange battles be turning out to be some great ones. I know the rest of those battles on that card is crazy, man. Especially Hitman. I mean, Ill Will versus A-Ward. That should be a very goodie. Old Red versus Jag. You got Big K versus Sirius Jones. Who else was on that card? Rosenberg Raw versus Show Off. R. Kelly Shelley, I still don't think Cassidy gets it, and Hitman don't have his stage. Who knows? I don't know, man. I think this Max Out card is going to be it might be a big event. It might not be a small event. It might be on a stage.
You know what I wonder? Let me ask. Prior to the freeway accident was, the freeway battle was before his accident, correct?
Yes.
And it was also before his album with like AM to PM and
you're going too far now. I don't know all that.
The shit with Mary.
I still don't know all that.
Hustle. I'm a hustler. Okay, I kind of feel like that was prior to the accident. I don't know if there's any freeway fans in the chat, but I kind of feel like that Cassidy. If that Cassidy were battling, and I'm not saying that anything happened, no. The accident, but
no. Cassidy was the fucking GOAT back then, but he has to, in order to win over this battle rap crowd, he can't use, and I see somebody saying Cass gonna get that 2-1 only if he gets back in his 2002 bag. No, we in 2021. The state of battle rap is different now. Although all the shit that Cass said back then was like super fire, you can't spill that into 19 years later. It's the same thing we saying about Conceited. Like, can Conceited come back, and I know he's paying attention to the culture, but can Conceited come back with the style he had, and it work in 2021? No.
Well, what I was going to say was, maybe like mentally, from the accident, where he was once probably capable of. I don't know if he's still capable of that.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's not get it twisted. Even, we might not have thought what Cassidy was saying was fire as far as a battle in 2019 when he battled Arse or whatever. He still rapped very well. all I'm saying is that this is a different era. You know, it's different. If you pay attention to people like New Jersey Twerk, Jada Nightwing, what's my man, Kid Chaos, like these new styles that are coming out now, man, it's like you can't just rap anymore. You know, you got to do a lot more than just rapping. And I don't mean, you know, performancing and shit like that. I just mean the way you say what you say has got to be different. It can't just be, I'll punch you in the face and throw you off a cliff. Yeah, nigga, suck my dick. Nah, it's got to be a lot more than that.
Who do you feel like took time off and came back and, you know, they clearly showed that the time off meant nothing? Entertainer-wise.
Jag did, I mean, he did really good. He did.
How many years,
he did really
to your
good.
knowledge, did he take off?
You can't even say take off, like probably 15, 20 years. Jag, again, you know, this is a long time ago when Jag was battling, you know, so, but even then he didn't have a lot of battles like Cass had. You know, again, Cass be rapping. You know what I mean? But it's like we're just in a different era.
I got to upgrade my mic. They're saying that you sound crispy and clear. What do I sound, fuzzy?
Well, that's because I'm literally on a mic and you on your phone. That's the only thing I could think of.
What am I sounding? I hear me sounding lispy, but what's not clear? See, young WR513, Young Gaddis did good on her return.
Young Gaddis did good. Hey, let's keep it 1,000. Reed Dollars did not do good on his return. Reed Dollars did very bad on his return, but Reed Dollars went home and he figured it out. And then after that, man, everything after that was crazy after his John John battle. I can hear you clear in the studio.
What about now? Is it better now?
It's definitely better and different now, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know, it was something maybe with the headsets, possibly the earphones that were in my ear. Well, thank you for informing me of that. I can't think of the person's name. Ace is working. Thank you for letting me know that. Yo, this shit is a fucking trip. I'm not even hearing anything from her yet.
Hey, how about let me get y'all opinion in this chat for John John versus Ace Amin. How y'all looking at that battle? That's happening this weekend in Atlanta on the Fade 3 card, John John's card.
Let me turn this down because I hear you on this.
John John 2-1. John John. Two one either way.
Addict says battle won't be completed.
Yes, it will.
Why do you feel like the battle won't be completed? More people are looking at the going at John John.
Yeah.
That's me, said John John 3-0. 3-1-3, Siley. Siley spells, I think it is fashionably late. Fight. Beat Addict says, I know AC's going to push it.
All right, let's go with Miss Hustle versus Coffee Brown. How we looking at that, people? Since this is Queens of Battle Rap, let's talk some female shit.
That was a battle that I had heard people saying that they were worried that it was going to possibly, get interrupted because it might just get a little physical. Let's hope not. My question with that one, though, is that technically like a a URL woman versus like a URL woman?
Oh yeah, pretty
That
much.
A spot for, I don't know, maybe
it's on Queen of the Ring, but they are both URL battlers, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm. So is this like a spot for, you know, First Lady of URL, or is Hustle spot solidified? And
Hustle spot solidified.
Always First Lady.
Hustle spot solidified.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, come on. The run Hustle been on. Yeah, you can never take away that. She's First Lady of URL.
I'm First Lady URL. The Beat Addict, Coffee is Hungry. After how she performed at T-Top, I got her beating Hustle. You know what's funny, Beat Addict, I actually had somebody say when it came to, I guess they watched Coffee's performances and they felt like the Coffee that battles a male and the Coffee that battles a female, it's two different coffees.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead. But it's more so two different coffees. So they felt like, with that being said, they feel like Coffee comes harder when she's battling a man or when she battles men. They feel like the Coffee that battles women is not always that strong. So on that note, they actually gave that battle or that win. They predicted that it would actually go to Hustle. Young Luca, that would be a classic, but Miss Hustle is more seasoned, so I got her edging it 2-1. I like how Hustle was talking her last battle, though, so it could be debatable. Dre Rockstar said Hustle 3-0. Let's see. WR 513, that's true. Hopefully Coffee don't get in her feelings because Hustle will bump her opponent in the battle. Okay. New Zoo typo. I'm gonna fuck your name. I'm not gonna fuck your name up. She will battle Hustle strong though. Is that a battle that y'all wanted to see? Coffee versus Hustle? Like, is this too early? Is this like proper time per se for this battle? I still feel like, you know, and I guess what I'm hoping we do see, and I wanted to see this, and I'm gonna keep going on record saying it. I wanted to see Vixen versus KCJ back when Queen of the Ring was more so, you know, in business and open, you know, able to have events take place in person, live and direct. And, you know, Vixen had a death, so the battle had to be postponed. You know, fast forward, you know, COVID happens, so on and so forth. That's the battle that I'm definitely still anxious and ready to see. Dre Rockstar, Hustle has better bars, better performance, way more creative than Coffee. RC, Coffee is fire, but Hustle does so many things better. It's an uphill battle for Coff. Wicked 5-4. I want to see the women on the double impact card. Who would you like to see? Wicked 5-4, right? I think there was some interview not too long ago. I didn't get to watch it, but I guess maybe Shooney. I don't know if it was Shooney and Farrah, but I think it was definitely Shooney. Shooney talking about possibly doing some 2-1-2s. So I'm just curious, who would we love to see these women up against? RC, I'd rather see Couture versus Hustle, but I can wait. It's a cool style clash between Hustle and Coffee. Okay. R. Kelly Sully, Vixen was Shook versus Loso. Jermaine 199125, Vixen ain't the same after Loso. Do you feel like, you know what I'm saying, maybe with Vixen, it was just like a little bit of a, you know, bump on the chin, you know, a little scratch, you know what I'm saying, and that she'll be able to kind of get back up? And because I feel like she's still, you know, according to some, she was still doing good. She just didn't have enough, you know, to beat him. So do we feel like Vixen will be on a decline now? Or do you think that this will actually motivate Vixen and Vixen will become a little bit more hungrier now for this battle per se? Loso showed Monzello Smith Jr. Loso showed us all, it was all hype with her. He broke her down. Be at it. Coffee been wanting Hustle for a minute. That she has. Well, to my knowledge, they were supposed to battle sometime, you know, back. I don't know the young lady, so I don't want to speak for somebody and be like, keep my name, I am now. You know what I'm saying? But to my knowledge, there was talk, I guess, about them possibly battling maybe about a year or so ago. RC says, nah, she died, but she gonna bounce back. You think Vixen died? Damn.
Relax. She didn't die.
He says she died.
She didn't die.
R. Kelly Sally, she didn't deserve Woman of the Year to begin with. Good night.
Low Soul was just better that night. Let's call it what it was. It wasn't that she was bad. She didn't die. Vixen and Hustle will never battle.
You said what?
Somebody saying Wicked 548 said Vixen and Hustle. Oh, Vixen and Hustle's versus. My bad.
Yeah, meaning they were a team. I think their name was like Ebony and Ivory or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Ebony and Ivory go together in perfect harmony. You all upbeat and shit. That's hilarious.
No
wow. Beat Addict. My dream team is Hustle and Hitman. That would be crazy. First, they got to battle, though. I want to see them battle.
A lot of performing. 40 bars and official. If they could, what, team up?
I don't think we'll ever see that.
You don't think we'll ever see 40 and official?
Nah, I think 40 will be very careful about who she ever teams up with again after the E Hart thing.
I think we could see it. I think money is a motivating factor. I think at that back, right, they would definitely jump in it. I'm not mad at that 2-1-2. Something about it I'm not mad at, because I could see how it could work with one another,
For sure. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, it probably won't. But it sounds good. I'm not mad at it. Yeah. Yeah, versus Hustle and Vixen. 40 and official versus Hustle and Vixen.
That sounds crazy too.
We need more females one-on-one before any more intergender or 2-on-2 shit. I'm not mad at that. I could agree with that.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead. We definitely need more female on female cards taking place. Just my personal opinion. You can all disagree with me. I do know K Profit versus Miss Ill is supposed to be happening on March 28th. If anybody else knows of any battles that are going down as well while we're having this chat, let me know so that I can actually plug them and put them out as well. Do me that solid. But I don't know if this is a decent angle. Chilla said that he wanted to team up with 40 in a recent interview. I think it was on Champion. Dre Box, I don't think Vixen died. I just think they putting heavy pressure on her, but Vixen's still fire. I could probably agree with that. But I think if anything, a loss, there's nothing wrong with having a loss under your belt. And for some people, the loss is more so like a great motivating factor to do better. It's not like I don't think she got her ass whooped. I don't think she got swept. I do think that it was just a loss. I do think that she'll bounce back from the loss. It makes you more hungrier per se. And she lost to, a nice Loso. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she lost to somebody trash. Wasn't enough, I guess. Jermaine 199125. Yo, she needs to be on the next Queen of the Ring card. I'm not mad at it. Nemesis, Wicked 548. Nemesis and Hope Trilly versus Tori and Yoshi. A lot of times I may not always be with something, but with proper promo, with proper shit talking, things like that, that battle could actually work. I'm not super duper angry at it. 40 and Bonnie versus Funeral and Shooney. That was one, Marcus Evans, that I did say some time ago that I did want to see. I felt like within that collab, although you had 40 and Farrah battle, and you also had Bonnie and Shooney battle, there was no Bonnie and Farrah that had taken place within that mixture. I'm not mad at that 2-1-2. I wasn't mad then, and I'm still probably not against it now. But I'm definitely open to it. For it's a lot of people want to see. I'm seeing 40's name a lot. Y'all like 40 and 212s? Young Luca, 40 and First Lady Flames versus Couture and Jada Ray would be insane. So here's the thing too. I never thought about Jada Ray and Couture doing a 2-on-2. To be honest, I think there was a picture that was taken at one of the Queen of the Ring events, and I was kind of like, okay, I could see that. I like that. Sometimes I like when two people battle, hence 40 and Bonnie, and they're able to actually come together to, make a battle happen. So I'm actually not mad at that one. Let's see. Twiz the Wiz Kid, Bon Bon is ducking Hoffa. Let's hope not. What I was, one of the questions I did have in regards to that was, once that battle happened, would that kind of, cease or kill the beef or the friction or, the whatever is kind of going on with that kind of dead things? I would hope so. I think when you have a battle between two people and they don't necessarily get along, having a resolution, I think is a great thing. So that's one reason why I wanted to see that battle, was for a resolution. We need a resolution. I'm looking at this. Something is coming apart on that. RC, I want Couture to team up with QB or 40. Either would be a deadly team. I would probably want to see a Couture with a QB over 40, but I'm not mad at it. Salute to you too, as it was kid. Yeah, I'm definitely not mad at it. I'm all for 2-on-2s. I know Gaddis was talking about possibly doing a 3-on-3 versus said Kardashians. I'm all for 2-on-2s. I'm all for 1-on-1s. I'm just happy, I guess, that we're seeing more women. As a matter of fact, We Go Hard is supposed to be coming out with a female league. She Go Hard, excuse me. They are slated, I guess, to do something coming up, but they definitely put the flyer out, which I think is dope, which I think is great. In some ways, to be honest with you, I kind of feel like We Go Hard already had their own roster of girls. And I felt like their girls, having been to like one of their events, not with the girls, but just like a We Go Hard event, I kind of feel like there's a different grit over there with the We Go Hard league, and especially the women over there. I feel like for the most part, no shade to any other league or anything like that. While the women come into other events, they might be dressed to impress. Not saying that they don't look fly there, but it's definitely like there's a more a street, a grit. You're probably going to see some pants. You might see some Timbs. You might see some jeans. And it's not. I'm not saying it like they're coming in there like AGs or anything, but it's definitely about like there's a rawness to it. So I'm happy that that's actually gonna be coming up soon. Like I said before, I feel like there were a bunch of girls that were already over there, between the Jades, the Unique Fatals, the Miss Lisas, the Cedar Bosses, the Ninas, the Fendi's, so on and so forth. A lot of great raw talent over there. Yeah. Salute Slime Ace. Yeah, that's definitely that's really dope. I don't know if anybody has ever been to a We Go Hard event. It's dope. If you don't smoke, you will afterwards. But but nonetheless, there is definitely a grit. I can't describe it. And when I say grit, that sounds bad, but it's like, that I don't know. There's a grit over there when it comes to their women. And like I said, this is something I feel like in some ways they already had. They just didn't have it all the way. But I'm kind of glad that, we do have it. All right, X that out. I thought that was her. Fashion be late. It's not me, man. I'm here. And if you haven't noticed, shout out to her. This is an E Heart, Braveheart t-shirt. It's not the E Heart shirt that I wanted. I really like the one with the big E, a little glitter on it. But nonetheless, if you're able to, if you would like to, you can go ahead and go to her website, or go to her, even on Instagram, the link in her bio. You can actually purchase some E Heart attire, Myverse. You can go to the link in her Instagram bio as well and purchase some of her attire. I can't think of who else has attire for sale. Gaddis has pins for people who may want a pin on their cap or hat. I plan on getting that and wearing more hats. Definitely, man. Yo, not for nothing, I salute y'all for doing this. I'm not a person who, I'm better when I'm talking with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So in some ways, I'm talking to y'all. I like a good debate. I like a good back and forth, that sort of thing. So salute y'all for actually, sticking with. I think Bonnie just might be fashionably late. I thought we were going to get her. Hopefully we still will. It does happen where some people just take a minute to kind of click in and come through. So hopefully we get that. Just wanted to, give the fans something. We never got Bonnie. Yo, somebody just keeps sending me fucking messages, and I'm trying to make sure that, it's not her. So that's why I keep going in and out. My apologies, but we had never gotten Bonnie. So I try to get you all people that are ones that we've had and ones that we've never had before. As stated before, it's not always the easiest. People have different schedules, all that good shit. They just may not be interested. I think in some ways, past interviews, as Jay somewhat stated, sometimes it's just you don't know what a person's motives are in terms of doing these interviews. And I always tell people my motive is never to be, like super messy or anything like that. If anything, it's kind of letting the people get to know you. And it might be some small shit, but, I'm a little bit on the nosy side. So, I just may want to know, what your hobbies are. Everything doesn't have to be battle rap related. I feel like there's so many things going on outside of battle rap. Let me get to kind of know you as a person. Let me get to pick your brain, those sort of things. So, it's about getting to know these women. It's about speaking on the craft. What are their plans outside of this? Those sort of things. So that's my goal with this. It's not, necessarily to find out, who's fucking who. Not that I'm against hearing about any of that. But, I'm saying that's just not what I'm leading with. Gaddis, Misfit, and C3 versus the Bardashians. That would be like a whole bunch of like freestyling and rebuttaling on one side. That would be crazy. Yes, Young Luca is right. If you're watching this, definitely hit the like button, the thumbs up if you're able to. Young Luca, I miss Nina Cruzay too. She's fired. Yes, Nina Cruzay was definitely one. I hate that she has stepped away. Hopefully we'll be seeing her in the near future. She was one that I had spoken to about actually doing the show. We were supposed to do the show some time back. Something happened, so we didn't do it, but she's one I would love to see return. And if anybody doesn't know who Nina Cruzay is, you can do yourself a favor and go check out some of her battles. She battled on We Go Hard. She battled on Queen of the Ring. She also battled on C Battle League as well. You hear the cop sirens in the background. You can't escape the hood, I guess. Maybe it's ambulance, so it may not be too much of a hood. Shout out E-Heart. E-Heart, towards the Whiz Kid. E-Heart is definitely, to me, one of the, I don't know her 100%, but, always a laugh. What I get from her, very, professional. I think she's amazing at what she does. And not even to put like her business out there, because I don't think it's any secret. But I remember seeing E-Heart at an event, I just was kind of looking around, looking at the crowd and, just a little bit. And, to me, I guess she was just kind of letting the medicine take effect. So she just kind of, in whatever zone. And for me personally, a person who doesn't, smoke or drink or anything like that, once I'm kind of here with it, there's not much more I can actually do. But like, for some people, it's nothing. And when she got up immediately and just like ripped the fucking stage, like I was just like, incredible. For many of these people, even with interviews, they'll smoke on an interview. The beginning of the interview, they're fine. By the end of the interview, they're gone. But she was just able to perform like it was nothing. And I don't think it's anything about social anxiety or anything like that. I just think it's the level of skill that she has and possesses. Love you, Heart. RX versus Cheddar, says Marcus Evans. I think Cheddar is with all the smoke. I don't think Cheddar is ducking anything. And I'll say, I don't think that RX is worried about any smoke from Cheddar either. So I'm not mad at that battle. either. And if it were to be on the West Coast or anything like that, I don't think Cheddar would mind taking a little trip to the West Coast. There you go, Young Luca. Jason A. Durant, I'd like to see more unity in female battle rap. I agree with that too. The funny thing is, I think that I think with female battle rap at times, I think that there is unity where it's weird. You know how like with families, it's almost like with families or friends or coworkers, I can talk shit about this person, but don't you dare. You know, like if you had watched Martin, you would have seen where, you know, I think the episode where Gina's homegirl came into town, where Martin was cracking on Pam, and Gina's homegirl tried to say something about her, you know, shoving wood in her mouth or some shit. I guess that's a pause moment. But, you know what I'm saying? And Martin kind of stopped her like, wait, you know, like, you don't know that sister like that. You know what I'm saying? I think with female battle rap, I think that does exist. I do think that there's a great amount of unity. I think at times the negative can outweigh the positive. I think a lot of times these girls, yeah, I'm going to say that. I think the negative outweighs the positive. While they all may not, you know, like each other and things like that, sometimes I feel like they allow others to ruin relationships. I think sometimes it's a matter of trying to look away in front of others and not having a one-on-one conversation with the person. You know, I think there are several factors. I do think it's there, but I would like to see more. You make a smoker sound like junkies. Not all of them, but I'm telling you, I did an interview with Top Tier Podcast, and I remember him, you know, basically asking me about, you know, how people feel when they come on the show. And he was like, he remembers when I had a certain person on the show, and he was like, he kind of felt like, you know, they were bored or something like that. And I try my damnedest to make sure that they're not bored. But I'm just kind of like, you know, a lot of times when people come, you know, they drink, they smoke, you know, they like to get relaxed. And if you look at some people when they're actually like me being a sober person, you know, I can kind of pay attention to you when you're, you know, high or drunk. And I'll notice the difference with some people where it is a little delayed. So I'm not going to make it like you want some dope shit, like they're nodding. But there definitely is a little bit of a, you know, a glossy, you know, just kind of, you know, the brain or something is just kind of spent. There's something there. So I don't mean to make them sound like junkies. Jason A. Durant Sr., Blue Cocaine still battling. I'm not sure. I think she was doing like a good amount of like RBE events. So I feel like if RBE throws an event together where they have more women, you know, she'll probably be one of the women on the said, you know, card. RX. Is that supposed to be C3? Wicked Operate? RX C3, Hustle, they all friends. Yeah, Jason A. Durant. I think the negative definitely outweighs the positive. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm not making it like they're all, you know, buddy. I think with many of them, it's just like any other job where we're associates. I think things also happen in real life where a lot of these girls, and I'm just speaking from an outsider looking in. I'm not speaking on anything that I know verbatim, but I think a lot of these, if I'm a battler, and let's just say that I'm down on my luck, and you come over, you know, to my house, and they're like, you know, roaches, or my fridge is on E, or, you know, my lights got cut off. So when you come over, there's no power. It's a real life struggle for me, you know, and you're supposed to be my friend, you know, and you're a battler as well. You know, unfortunately, I think for many of the women and men too, I think they have to, you know, it's almost like they can't see you sweat or they can't see you struggle because those sort of things will actually come up, you know. So I think for many of them, it's about keeping people at bay. You know, that's one of the reasons why I think it occurs. While they say that women, you know, are catty and that they don't get along, I think it's more so the same thing with men. You know, I think, you know, these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, they, you know, will fuck his baby mother or some shit without him knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's the same shit that takes place regardless of gender and shit. But it's just with women, you know, because this is a male-dominated sport, I do think that the women have to learn how to rise above the negativity. I think they need to, the fighting kind of has to stop. The bickering has to stop. There is a great way of doing promo for events without it, kind of going to the left. I do think for the women, unfortunately, a little bit more coof in some ways, and it's fucked up, but they do have to do things a little differently in order to kind of, I don't know, I guess, rise to where the men are or the glass ceiling. It's unfortunate, but it's a fucked up world. And this is just not in battle rap, but just kind of in many ways in general. But where's the line? The drinking and smoking should be done after an interview. To be honest, we be low key bringing ourselves down. Some of them, I think, some people just like that's their shit. Like, they want to be more calm. In some ways, we're doing an interview, depending on who just having casual conversation with a person. I can ask a person a lot of questions. Like if we meet, without even doing an interview, I'll interview the fuck out of you. Just me being, curious about, your life and your hobbies and things like that. And sometimes for some people, they drink or they smoke a little bit, you might be able to get a whole bunch of shit out of them. That's never my, purpose, but it is what it is. Inside every small man, there's a big one trying to get out of them. Stevie G. JTB more ATF. Blue Cocaine says she retired from battling last year. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. We were supposed to do something where she was supposed to do the show some time back. This was around the time that she was scheduled to battle. I think she was going to be battling Diablo, and something happened on our end, not me, but on our end, where the interview had to be kind of pushed back, and we just never made it kind of happen again. But I think even then, I think I had heard from someone else that, this was just going to be like a stepping stone, a short stop on the way to something greater. So maybe this was her, short stop, and she's on her way to something greater, much success in, all in whatever she does. Some people have anxiety. What's up, Armand? Yeah, some people do have anxiety. Like I said, I don't knock the weed. I don't knock the liquor. I have my own addictions, sugar being one of them. So if I could smoke some, sugar, or, I probably would as well. I actually should have hit up Unique Fatal. If anybody doesn't know, I forget what her name is on Instagram. It's like Tiffany Creations or something like that. But I know she does a whole lot of different snacks and goodies. And I'm working on it where maybe we could have her come into the studio with some of those. I'm a junk food junkie. So I'm a junk food junkie, but I'm a health nut as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about balance. So I can eat like a bunch of vegetables and cupcakes, right after. RC, yo, man, I don't know. Like, I hate when this happens. Here's the thing about this show. Let me explain this to you all. So, and somebody actually gave me, some feedback. I think RC did before, where he was like, although we love the interviews, from the artists, use it as a treat, meaning that we don't need a different artist every week. And I'm not mad at that. I get that. I think that's cool. But for me, the type of person I guess that I am, because I can talk all day, don't get me wrong, but I do love to have dialogue with people. I do love to have a debate. I do love, where we may agree to disagree, or just to understand where you're coming from. So as stated before, if I had a panel of people and we can discuss, female battle rap, I'm fucking all for it, but it's difficult. Excuse me. Finding people that are able to do this, finding people who, I'm not even gonna say that you need the knowledge, but it helps if you have the knowledge. But if you have the interest, if you have the time, the schedule, the ability, so on and so forth, I'm open for it. There's so much I feel like we could talk about, that we could debate, that we could learn from one another. And it's unfortunate because it's hard to find people to do that. But things are taking place virtually now. So who knows? At one point it was an issue with people kind of coming into the station, and making greatness happen for various reasons. But now, due to my work schedule kind of getting pushed back an hour, it would make me super late. with coming into the show. So that's why I'm doing this here. And I know if anybody's able to, it looks like I'm spitting like crazy and I'm lispy. Like I said, it's the Invisalign that it's just, I want to fucking take it out, but I'm trying not to. Blue cocaine should have retired after she murdered Yoshi. Armand, I'm eating cheese right now. Yeah, man, nothing like it, man. I got a recipe not too long ago on how to make homemade mozzarella sticks. Didn't realize it was so fucking simple. All you need is like a couple of eggs, breadcrumbs, and Parmesan cheese, and voila, and some oil to fry them in. But you know, then I heard cheese like fucks up your skin, so it's a struggle, man. Stevie G, what you smoking? There's a weed strain named sugarcane. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Interact with people like Top Tier. Sometimes have people call, give them a time limit, make something face, make showing face mandatory so no trolls. It could be an interactive experience till you find someone to host with. You know what? I'm not mad at the idea. Let me ask this though: if I were to do some shit like that, would people be willing to A, be on camera, and B, you know what I'm saying, be open to? I remember one or two shows I did where I had, I think, Miss BA call in. I've had Top Tier call in. I've had Seven Mitchell, you know, pop in. I'm not against definitely having people pop in, you know, apart from those like media people. But you know, I'm not against having any of you, you know what I'm saying, call, to spit your shit, to have dialogue, you know, that sort of thing. We can definitely do that. I can come up with some fucking topics and we can, you know, debate, not even debate, but we can have dialogue, you know what I'm saying, until the cows come home. Maybe next show, I don't know, it's like a collision. Maybe we'll look into that come like spring. We'll do something different. I don't want to make it look like I'm biting off of anybody. Salute to my brother, Top Tier podcast. I don't want to make it like I'm biting off of you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'll do what I have to. It's hard to find a panel, man. Jason A. Durant Senior, facts, it's virtually now, so interviews should be more easier now than before. You would fucking think so. But as we see, even with it being virtually, it's still difficult. I think, you know, coming into this, one of the things that was said too was with these interviews, people want to see the artists. So it helped if I could have the artists with me, you know what I'm saying, kind of in person, a live and direct sort of thing. A lot of the girls, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reasons, just wasn't available. I think, you know, to be honest with you, I think a lot of the women, I don't know if they are just tainted. I don't know if they're scorned. I don't know. Clearly, probably underpaid and things like that, you know, where it's hard to get many of them to do interviews. But then at the same time, flip that coin, you know, they may not do it with me, but I'll see you do an interview with somebody else or something like that. You know, so it could be a scheduling thing. It could be a, you know, I don't fuck with you. You know, maybe they don't fuck with me, you know, which is fine. I haven't done anything, you know, to many of them. But, you know. Cousins get this dude coked out of his mind. Oh, you're not talking about me. I don't do that coke shit. No offense to anybody that does. I'm just sober. For every Goliath, there's a David for the occasion. Nothing Burgers Boy is about to get a whooping. So y'all let me know what could be done to make this show a better experience for you all. I thank all y'all always for tuning in. This is not an easy thing to do. I'm dealing with, you know, a lower edge demographic. You know what I'm saying? I want to call them a lower edge demographic, but I'm dealing with, you know, women in battle rap. You know, not many people were into that. Not many people, you know, were interested or are interested. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of, you know, I had that kind of going against me in some ways, but what could I do for you all to make said show better? Marcus Evans, would you mind rematches? What do you mean? What up, Top Tier? Was just talking about you. Top tier podcast. Come to caffeine, brother. Yeah, we. uh, with the eye emojis. I don't know if the people would want to see me on caffeine. I'm not against it, but but I talked to the league owners. Yeah, I'm definitely open to that. I've reached out to Black Ice Cartel. I actually want to, do something with her. There's another one I haven't spoken to, I think from Chicago, Miss Gracie, who I would like to reach out to. I've had chosen, I forget the gentleman's name, Verbal Warzone league owners on as well, where they were dropping gems. Who else? I've had ARP, I've had Debo. I've had a few league owners on. I reached out to King of the Dot some time back. Never got in contact with them. I reached out to Dre Dennis from Gates of the Garden, haven't heard back. So some of these people I'm reaching out to, you know what I'm saying? But they just, you can't always get them. But I'm definitely always open for league owners. There's not too many people that I wouldn't, want up here. RC, just have interviews with no guest. The fuck? Wait, just have interviews with no guest. Sometimes, let me bring this here so the angle is better. Sometimes bring one non-battle rapper guest like Rain and get Babs in an interview. I reached out to Babs. I'm telling y'all, for the most part, all the people that y'all name, I reached out to. Top tier, you know what it is, man. You know how difficult, this shit is. Armand, why not? You should definitely go to caffeine and still put content here afterwards. I'm not against it. Like I said, I'm not against it. We'll definitely see. I'm not against it. We'll see what 2021 brings. Would y'all come to caffeine? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all would. Twiz the Wiz Kid, nice paint in the background. Yo, Twiz the Wiz Kid, thank you for that. This is actually, there's some artist, I don't know the person's name. I don't know his name, but I have like maybe 4 pieces from this artist. It's actually like one of those tapestry things. So if I move it, you can see how like, I don't want to fucking move it and it, falls down, but it's like a tapestry sort of thing. It's up by like safety pins or whatever, but I got like maybe 4 of them. I bought these a while back. I kind of keep recycling them. I want to get more, but we're on a budget. Stemmies don't come around that often. With the matching cup. So this cup too, I actually got to put this out there. I actually had somebody make this cup for me. So this was basically a basic tumbler. I'm trying to move the light out the way, but this is a basic tumbler, but I had them put the logo or you're probably going to see that ring, but they put the logo on front and they kind of just made me like a little pattern like that. But yeah, I'm going to make sure that I put some kind of post up. If anybody wants to get this made, the person made it for me. It was super affordable. It lasts. You see me with it all the time. They also do, for the smokers out there, they do your lighters, they do your little trays, for your bud. They can do damn near any design. They can do logos. There's a whole page. There's like an Etsy page. I forget her name, but yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah, I almost broke it before. I dropped it once. I can drop it and it's good, but you can't tell, but there's a crack on the lid. And, I'm actually going to get another one made. I just haven't, that sort of thing. Top tip, I think y'all should do a fan call up. You know what? Let me tell you one thing I was supposed to do some time back. And I think, 2 of these people might be in the building right now or in the chat. But, one of them is, I wanted to do where I had fans actually kind of pop up, like diehard fans for an artist. Like there's some people who I know that, I think her name is like Majestic Mentions, who goes hard for fucking, 40. I know, one of Farrah's, like huge supporters. RC is a huge, Couture supporter. Bonnie's dude is Gav. You know what I'm saying? There are some people that I know that they go super hard, you know, for their artists that they're definitely supporters of. So I wanted to do at one point, I was going to do like a segment where that person can be on like a live or a virtual or something like that. And just ask, you know, that person questions like, why this person? Why do you support? What do you like? You know what I'm saying? Give me your favorite, like just have a little bit of dialogue with them like that. However, everybody is not into being on camera, all in the videos. Or, you know, everybody's not into that. So it's really difficult to kind of do that. Yeah, I could do it via phone as well, but, you know, I think it would help if the visual aspect is there. Let's see. Happy St. Patrick's Day. 7 sounds. Pound or hashtag 7 sounds, depending on how old you are. You should try to get the girls who are about to battle on caffeine. It will help the promo before and after their battles. You should try to get the girls who are about to battle on caffeine. Okay. Top tip podcast. Absolutely tons of work. Y'all work hard. You do too, brother. I gave up on it and just rely on interacting with the supporters. Dog, I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother. Lord knows, nosotros aquí, we are here, man. You know, sometimes I feel like throwing in the fucking towel, man. RC, and go back to your Zoom interviews for the females you can get during this time slot. And yeah, we come to caffeine. All right, brother. Yeah, and sometimes I run into some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, at events. I'm very approachable as well. Shout out to Armand, you know, who's in the chat. Swizz, I see you everywhere, not events, but every fucking where online. But Armand was one I actually met at a Queen of the Ring event, go figure. And I kind of look the same in person, but sometimes people recognize me, sometimes people don't. But, you know, Armand kind of was like, yo, you know, you do, you know, like we kind of, you know, chopped it up, and it's dope because, you know what I'm saying, from that, you know, he gave me info regarding a girl that makes like desserts. I got to hit her up to get something made. And just being able to see and interact with people at the events as well. That's one thing about the caffeine thing. It's cool, but I do think the camaraderie in terms of being at events, I've met like some cool, dope people at events, just kind of being on a line and having dialogue. And this was like prior to the show. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm more than beyond appreciative for the people that tune in, you know what I'm saying, that stay in and things like that. This takes a lot of time. I give it to you because, like, I'm, you know, I can chat a lot, but, you know, this talking to, you know, me feeling like I'm talking to the camera, but I'm talking to y'all at the same time. I just got to get 2 things so that I'm not looking down the whole fucking show. You need to train a lighter, Twizz the Whiz Kid, do me a favor. If you give me if you hit up the, I guess they say DM on Instagram, the Queens of Battle Rap page. If you do that, I'll provide you with the link of the person so that you can get the whole tray and lighter set, you know, as well. And you're a huge RX supporter. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, shout out to RX too. RX was one who, you know, RX is cool as shit. Having conversations with RX, you know, not just on camera, but off camera as well. You know, very, very, very dope human being. You know, I have, you know, no complaints against her. I hate the fact that I no longer do the show on Fridays, because when she would come in town, we would definitely make sure that would happen. So always shout out to, esta será una larga noche. Shout out to RX. Yeah, and WR513, you're definitely Farrah's #1 supporter. See, I didn't know. I feel like I've heard you say something about Farrah before. But yeah, so WR513, if I'm saying that correctly, I'm saying can do something with you more so as well. Sure, I'm a Gaddis stan. Yeah, Gaddis is a legend. Yeah, we can go on. Top tier, get them not rocking with me. I'm still new to them, but you're on a huge battle rap platform. It's confusing. You know what it is too. So I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I find it to be easier. I think it's easier for some, and I think it's more difficult. I feel like it's a pro that I don't know many of them, because it's like you know, they have no reason to not trust me in a way. There hasn't been any kind of bad blood or anything like that. But at the same time, because I don't know you, how do I know I can trust you? How do I know that, you know, you won't be messy, you won't try to start shit, you won't, you know what I'm saying? It's very weird. And I always say the platform that I'm on, you know, 15 Minutes of Fame, it should be more of a reason for, you know, many of the women to, you know what I'm saying, make it happen, you know. But at the same time, like I said, they gotta feel something. And I feel like for the most part, the ones that I've had on the show, I don't think anybody that has been on the show, I would say less than, I can count on one hand, women that have had bad experiences on this show. I don't fucking get no polls started where they're gonna go around and be like, he did this, he did that, you know, because I ain't do that shit. I keep receipts too, motherfuckers. But nonetheless, I try to be as respectful, you know what I'm saying, as possible. We may not always agree on things, but, you know, I try to be as respectful as possible. You know, you don't disrespect me, I won't disrespect you. And I put up with a lot. Yo, my pride, let me tell you something. This is all for fans. My pride, I don't like, you know what I'm saying, having to constantly reach out. I got pride like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Call it a fire sign, whatever it may be. And I gave you a little too much information right there. But I got pride like a motherfucker. But I know at the end of the day, a lot of the people that watch this show, you all, you know, want to interact with these artists. So I actually do it for you, you know, to be honest. But it's difficult for me too. There are people who I think it is easier for. There are two people I think it's easier for, but I feel like in some ways it's difficult for them too. It's the weirdest thing. Has Swave or IP ever mentioned to be a part of the show? No, and it's funny too, because a lot of times people are kind of like, you know, I look at it like a job. You know, you have a job, you might have the first shift, second shift, third shift. If let's just say if I'm a bank teller, if I'm working at a bank, you know, from 9 to 5, I may not see the cleaning crew that may come in, you know what I'm saying, at 8 p.m. at night. You know, so a lot of times, a lot of people that have shows on the channel, things like that, we don't see each other. I haven't seen many of them because, you know, we do on different days. Even if we do different the same days, we might do different times and different shifts. So some of these people I haven't necessarily seen in person or spoken to, or, you know, things like that. Yeah, make sure y'all definitely follow Top Tier Podcast on Caffeine. Top Tier, when does your show premiere on Caffeine as well? He definitely looks the same, but his arms are huge. You know, I haven't exercised in a year. You know, so they're not. We eat snacks, so the body is not where it used to be. You know, you can go look at the body in Jada Ray's Last Strike video. We were there, you know, about, you know, a little over a year ago. We're gonna get that snap back. We're gonna get back there with no problem. Tourism was kids sad that more males support this show's live chat than females. I don't get it. There are some people who will see me up here and it's almost like, damn, am I a monster? You know what I'm saying? Because they'll, you know, click off immediately. But I don't think that's me. I just think that that's their thing, you know, insecurity or whatever it may be. But yeah, nonetheless, yeah, you know, I can't, but they say you can bring a horse to water, you can make a drink, you can lead him or some shit. Yeah, it should be females galore. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do the research before agreeing to an interview. We do research on MCs. They should do that too. Don't go into any situation blindly. Yeah, man, I've had, you know, people tell me like, yo, you know, you let this person talk shit about, and a lot of times when we bring that up, when I'm interviewing somebody, if I'm interviewing this woman over here, I can't necessarily, you know, if y'all got a battle coming up or whatever, and she decides to say whatever, I can't control any of these people. And people think I can, but I can't. I'm nobody's, you know, as far as me interviewing, I'm none of their parents. These are all grown adults. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if they get to a point where it's like, you know, very distasteful, you know what I'm saying? I could be like, I chill. But for the most part, I don't think anything has been said like that here. So, you know, go easy on me, ladies. That's why female battle rap doesn't grow as much as it should. A little bit of laziness. Wicked 548, I like most of them. C3 Official, Farrah, Nemesis, Charisma, Jada motherfucking Ray. You want to know the dope thing about that Wicked 548? I've had all of those women on the show except for one, your favorite one. I'm not a Sagittarius Wicked 548. There you go trying to guess that shit. However, most of my closest friends are Sagittarius. I like damn near everybody from every sign, but I do find that I mesh well with Sagittarius. I don't know why, but I do like the Mrs. VA. There you go on my business, Miss VA. I've never disclosed it, but yes, I am a Leo. I'll give you a little bit of information about me. I am gang. I am a Leo. Top Tier Podcast, Queen Talk on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow we're watching RX versus Gaddis. I think I might be at work, but I think I might make it my business. I might be in a meeting. I don't know, making my business to actually tune in. Earth sign over there. Twist Kid, what's your sign? Y'all drop y'all signs, yo. Let me see what we dealing with in this chat. Give me them signs, man. Armand, I know that life. I work overnight and never see the AM people. Yeah, yo. Salute to you for working overnight. I've worked overnight before and Christ. Yeah, Charisma is fire. She was supposed to battle on Verbal Warzone not too long ago. It didn't happen, but Armand, December 10th. See, Armand, that's why I fucks with you, man. The Sagittarius, man. So here's the Wiz Kid, fucking Leo. Hey, Top Tier, July 28th. Let's see. Twiz, let's see. December 27th, Cap. Okay, Miss VA, Leo. Gang. Ain't that what the kids say? Gang. 731. Yo, RC. Yeah, I feel like Bonnie, Bonnie dubbed me. I don't want to say it like that and then it be attached to some blogs like Bonnie ain't been showing up because somebody put that in the chat. But yeah, it's one of those things where we'll have to reschedule. This is the closest that I've gotten, where we had dialogue about it happening, but at the last minute things happen. Twiz the Cap. I know some cool caps. And Cap is like the father of the Zodiac. WR513 Pisces. JTB Moore ATL Sag. Wicked 548 Cap. A lot of caps. RC Skort. But correct me if I'm wrong, the show is for female rappers, right? Well, the show is more so similar to many other shows now. It is for female battle rappers. But what do you mean when you say that? Because I can easily, I've done it before where it will become the, kings of battle rap or the princes of battle rap, where I've had, it straight up be like a male show as well. There's freedom to do it either way, but yeah. But why do you ask that, Jason A. Durant? Why? Because it's a lack of them. There aren't many shows. That's the thing too. There aren't many shows that are geared towards the women. But I'm very appreciative of the women that we have had. And I've had some names, and I always say, if I were to ever stop doing this show, I'd be. There's one woman. I feel like before I leave this show, there's definitely one, and I think I want her so bad because I've been asking her for a minute and she hasn't cursed me out yet. But there's one woman that I'm like, I gotta get on this show. I've had quite a few, and I'm not mad at it. I've had a good amount of them. You give the most female content. Yeah, it's lots of, that's the great thing too. There's, I'm definitely seeing, what's up, Light Skin Television? More people kind of cater to, the women as well. And what's great about it, networking and supporting one another. Like I mentioned it when Nemesis was on the show. Shout out to her and Hope Trilly in China as well. But I got introduced. Well, I guess, yeah. I had met at an event, Nemesis and Miss Petty at a Queen of the Ring event. And at that time, I didn't know who Nemesis was, but I knew who Miss Petty was just simply by watching an interview from Seven Mitchell. So, I like when people are, interviewing different people, that you may not know. Like, yeah, we know everybody's top 5, fave 5, so on and so forth, but it's great to You know, it's so many women now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for all the women that have actually come through and done this show. Jason A. Durant, senior year cancer. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, but if I could walk over, there's one woman I'm waiting on. And we're going to make it happen. She hasn't been on yet. In terms of who's been on the most on this show, I would have to go back and tally, but I feel like it would be, well, in person would probably be Jada Ray. But I feel like next in line, you know, coming close in person would be RX and Charisma. And I feel like the most that I've had virtually, that I've interviewed on a virtual and even in person once. Mulatto. I've had Mulatto a few times too. I've had Lady Caution more than once. And shout out to Lady Caution, who's been doing her thing. I hate it because she's a Sagittarius too, but I hate it with Lady Caution. Our interviews always seem to get like fucked up some kind of way. One time it was like a massive audio issue. A lot of times I leave pissed as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, that didn't go the way I wanted to or whatever like that. But I've had Caution a few times as well. Yeah, you said it's between Jada Ray and RX. Yeah, that's how y'all know y'all been watching the show for a minute. Yeah, I've had both of them. Definitely probably the most. And shout out to, and I always say shout out in most respect to RX, because RX makes this happen all the way from Cali. You know, there have been times where RX is like, yo, I want to do a show. I'm coming into town. I'll meet up with her. You know what I'm saying? Bring her to the station. You know, we do the interview. You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. So shout out to her for that. She's always rocked with the show. You know, she will forever remain, you know, in the heart. Many of them will. Mulatto, Queen of Camden. Mulatto's from Camden? I never knew Mulatto was from Camden. Jada Really Coolest Chick in battle rap. Yeah, and people tell me too, you know, I got to get Jada back on as well. I will soon. Yeah, Jason A. Durant Sr. It is a dope platform, and these females ain't taking advantage of it. But the women are doing a lot of great things. There are a lot of times where, you know, if I wanted to get one of them, they may be doing something. This time slot doesn't necessarily work for any and everybody. So in some ways, I kind of feel like maybe I should, as stated before, I think RC said, do the individual interviews, you know what I'm saying, and kind of take them from there. It's just that if I do them, you know, in a different kind of time frame or span, you all won't be able to interact or have, you know, questions and dialogue, because there are times where I may have a brain fart or you all give me a topic or a question, you know what I'm saying, to kind of ask them. Sometimes you all give me topics and questions to ask them, and, you know, you kind of set me up, you know what I'm saying, where I fall into traps or I ask the wrong things, or, you know, I can easily piss them off. That's one thing I try not to do too. I try not to piss them the fuck off. I don't want a viral moment, and I don't want no female coming up here trying to make a viral moment either, even though I don't think they will. Twiz the Wiz Kid, Armand, Jada, and RX is very cool. Get Robin Rhymes on the show. So I'll say this. I have reached out to Robin Rhymes some time back. I'm gonna let y'all know, damn near, there are many girls, and I feel like for the most part, I've reached out to many of them, but I reached out to Robin Rhymes a long time ago. And I guess, fun fact, well, I ain't even gonna share it all, but I reached out to her, you know, we chatted a little bit. I don't know if she'll remember. And I think, you know, after that, I don't know, I could have been blocked, or the page was no longer active. It was something like that. And that'll probably be, you know, a person saying, well, you're saying too much, or, you know, you spilling the beans or whatever. I don't think it is. It happened to me. But yeah, I'm open to Robin Rhymes, but this was, you know, I think maybe, you know, she was just kind of going through something at that time. But I spoke to Robin Rhymes about doing the show, a very long time ago, like when the show first kind of began. And I think with me not being the most social media savvy kind of person, when I went to go check back on the stage to revisit it, I had never heard back from her. I don't even think the page was active. I think I may have been blocked. Sometimes, depending on who I may have up here, if they say certain shit, if you laugh, if you giggle, if you just sit there and look at the person saying it, you know, guilty by association, they'll block your ass. So yeah. Self-motivated. Yo, I don't know where Bonnie is. Yo, I tried, man. Like, after this, y'all flood her page and let her know. Now I'm just playing. Light skin television, don't pre-record. Your live format is perfect. Well, you know, the thing about it is it's just difficult with getting many of the women to, you know what I'm saying, be a part of this. That's what I think I honestly thought about doing a show too on the men who cover female battle rap, you know, so, you know, be, you know, just know we're going to do something with the men who cover female battle rap as well. I don't know where everybody, but I know a good portion, you know, so I might, you know, reach out to you and a couple of others. Bon Duncan Nomad now. Oh, don't put that out there. Armand, that's petty. Never shoot the messenger. Yeah, man. Yo, many of them. I'm dealing with. I think battle rappers in general are very. You would think that they have the toughest skin, and in some ways, maybe in the ring they do. But I think outside of it, many of them are really sensitive. So it can take the littlest or the smallest thing. I think with many of them, to just be angry and not want to fuck with your show or your shit. So you know. I try not to piss many of them off on the strength of being able to provide content for you all, you know, as people. Have there been many that I feel like, you know, I can't stand or I wouldn't fuck with? I can't say I haven't had that many personal experiences with them. I've had, you know, great dialogue with some of them, you know, where it's like, you know, hearing their life stories and being able to chat and that sort of thing. But yeah, man, the wrong thing said, and you know, guilty by association. She might be at the face of Cassidy versus Hitman in Atlanta. Okay, where y'all need to interview OTFMZ. I'm not against interviewing OTFMZ. Not against it. We'll see what we can make happen. Yeah. Bonnie Duncan getting out of hand now. I don't even want to say it's Duncan. I'm honestly going to say maybe, you know what I'm saying, she was busy and something came up. We did kind of speak. I don't do clickbait. You know, when I put something out there, that means that I've had a conversation with said artist and we've, you know, committed to things, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, this wasn't a setup. I hate that this happened. Bon should have told Nomad that then. Yeah, you know, sometimes at the last minute, you know, I'm a try to play devil's advocate. I feel you, you know, and I may have my own things going on, you know, behind the scenes that I want to see under my breath. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna say, you know, there have been people where, you know, last minute circumstances have happened. You know, some may be real, you know, some may not be. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's just a part of the game. Somebody else once told me, you know, why don't I start paying these women for interviews as well? And I'm gonna let it be known. If I gotta pay to get an interview, Nomad ain't doing this show. And I'm putting that out there. Like you won't have to worry about a fucking Nomad. I'm not paying nobody for no fucking interview. Have I contributed to some in some kind of way? Possibly, but I ain't paying for no fucking interview. If you're charging for an interview, then we just won't interview, you know. Yeah, but I think some of them do. I think some of them do twist the whiz kid. I've seen women, you know, say things about charging and things like that. I'm not paying. Anybody else is more than willing to pay. Anybody else that's willing to pay, you can pay. Nomad, I'm not paying. Cash, or maybe I don't know. Maybe I have paid, but knowingly coming out of my pocket, like, yo, shorty, I need an interview, yada yada yada. Here goes some money for. Nah, I'm not set up like that. And even if I was, what am I getting from, you know, this interview? Yeah, I don't think people, you know, when they go to like the Breakfast Club and shit, to me, they're not getting paid. That's free promo. there are millions of people that, do that shit. Our mom, that's why this ain't Vlad TV. Right. And in the beginning, I wanted to be like Vlad because I didn't want to show my face in the camera. I wanted to just be the voice behind, but Rob was like, nah, get your ass up front. He didn't say it like that, but, like, nah, show the people and, shit like that. My mom, we don't blame you. Most people in the culture understand the nature of the situations. Yeah, a lot of times, to be honest with you, it's not me. And it's not me, wanting to put things off on others. But it's just, trying to be as transparent as possible. But yeah, like I said, I understand things happen. It's fucked up. It is what it is. Russell Stevens says diva stuff. This is a huge platform in battle rap. Everyone should do it for free. I agree. I'm like I said, there more power to you. If you are a female battle rapper and you get motherfuckers to pay you for interviews, more power to you. Just Nomad won't be doing the interview. I've done favors, but I'm not outright willingly paying you. Now, me doing favors, maybe in some way, shape, or form, that was a form of paying, but I feel like that was more a favor, can you, that sort of thing. But and in some ways for the favor, it may have been like, yo, we don't lie, but as far as like, in order for you to interview me, you got to pay it. Yeah, no, that we don't do. That's what I'm saying. Twisted Wiz Kid. Yeah, Breakfast Club interviews and things like that. It's free, publicity and notoriety. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but Nomad ain't going to pay. But nonetheless, I think what I'm definitely going to do is take some of the things that you all have said into consideration and look into probably being a little bit more interactive with the people. I do want to have other dialogue with people, and other shows too, where it's not just battle rap related. I do think that there are a lot of fucking things kind of going on in the world or situations and things like that, people, we should talk about or need to talk about, I'm not talking about coming at it from like a completely political standpoint and point of view. No, not that, but just different kind of things going on that we all kind of relate to or deal with, so just kind of maybe be on the lookout for something like that. I keep getting the caffeine things too. We'll see where that leads. Licensed television, I have done mad favors, but I ain't paying. Right, you get it. I have had some ask what I charged them, who was making them pay to be interviewed. Yeah, Nomad, I've never made anybody pay to do an interview. You know what I'm saying? If you're coming here, you're not paying. I'm not charging you. But yeah, I've done favors. Damn, Light Skin Television, you've done favors as well. Damn. Are we getting game, Light Skin Television, or do these people really need this assistance? You let me know what it is. Bon just didn't want to answer why she dug math twice. We did have a math question or two. I'll tell you what I wanted to talk about with Bonnie. I do think that Bonnie at one point in time was a female battler that kind of kept the sport going for a long period of time. At one point, I felt like Bonnie, when people kind of say that female battle rap had fizzled or died, I did feel like you saw Bonnie at many cards. If you kind of check her resume, she's battled, damn near everywhere. I wanted to kind of talk about that. I wanted to kind of talk about her other business ventures. I wanted to talk about the OnlyFans thing. I do think she bought sex in some ways, to battle rap. I wanted to kind of speak on that. I wanted to speak on, the said catering thing. I think she recently had like a comedy show around like Christmas or something like that of last year. I wanted to speak on that. I did want to speak on the whole legendary debate, what's next for her, what got her into it, all those good things. So it's not to say that, we won't do it. It's just that it hasn't happened. Light Skin Television, we have big hearts. Yeah, big hearts and small wallets. Well, I'll speak for myself. Dre Rockstar, exactly, because I sure was going to ask her that. Yeah, that was definitely going to be a question. Looks like I'm scratching the crotch, but it's a cat that's trying to get in my lap, and we got to push him down. Come on, you're doing too much. It's no cat abuse over here. It's just, you're doing too much. But yeah, those are some of the things that I actually wanted to ask her, and I didn't get to ask her today. We were going to play the game Most Threatening, Least Threatening as well, because I do think there are a lot of girls that Bonnie has still not battled. There are a bunch of battles that we haven't seen. I want to talk about her, just a few things. Like I said, never being too messy, but just kind of getting that dialogue going. And although we didn't have it take place today, it's not to say that it won't take place at a later time. But unfortunately, and I haven't had a no-show in a minute. It's been real consistent. This is my first no-show of 2021. First no-show I've had, I think, and I had to reschedule, but first no-show. Yeah. And the intro. So let me tell you about that intro. The intro that we do, Uncle Ra is the one doing the voices, hustle, jazz, he's the one that did that. When we came up with that concept, I was worried because I'm like, you're not going to be able to name certain girls. There are certain girls whose names are said who have never done the show, and there are other girls who've come regularly, you know what I'm saying? And their names weren't said, but he did a great job with the song. I had this dude that I'm familiar with out of Florida. He made the beat for me. If anybody needs a beat, I can send you his info too. Just DM the Instagram and you all can, talk business. But he made that beat for me. He made another beat for me too, but we haven't done anything with it yet. I reached out to somebody to do the intro. Somebody else was supposed to do the little video thing. I don't necessarily love the video thing. I don't think it fits. I think I'm not going to say whack in case that person's in the chat, but I just don't love it. So the original person who was supposed to do it, we got to talk about, them doing something because, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. Bon is known for no showing. See, I didn't think that. I thought Bonnie was known for showing up. In all honesty, because I feel like she's, has so many battles. Unk sounds like the Cold Crush or Grandfather Melly Mel on the intro. And the thing about that was that Ra, took it initially with the theme song, I wanted to get a woman on the track. I was scared to ask a female battle rapper to do it because I felt like, a chick might, why ain't ask me? Why, nobody said anything like that. But I was just worried that things like that would happen. So I had reached out to another female artist because I kind of like what she did. And it's funny because I saw her being featured on some other contest or whatever for what she spits. But anyhow, I reached out to her about doing it. She was down to do it. She was open to it. Just never happened. And it wasn't on her part. I think it was more like on my part where it just never happened. So Rob was like, yo, we got to get a fucking theme song. So he just kind of went in the booth and, kind of made it happen. And I heard it. And I was like, I love it. I appreciate it. And Rod, fun fact, what I'm saying? Rod has done some music in the past, probably telling his business, but it's good business. So he kind of came out of, a little bit of a retirement kind of thing to do that for me. So I'm definitely grateful that he, blessed, the hook or the song, the track for the Queen Into Battle Rap show, with his vocals, because he didn't have to do that. So shout out to him for that. Bonnie No showed official like 3 different times. I guess I got my one. Nonetheless, I want to thank y'all so much for, I'll wait for Rod to come back. I mean, if y'all got to go, y'all got to go, but I'll wait for Rod to, I think Rod might have stepped out real quick, but let me make sure I do this. And I ain't going to go nowhere until, we're over it, but Calvo Lit, William Burney, Zavi Banga, WR513, Lamont Williams, Crazy Dog, RC, Mick Azania, David Campbell, Bella Faith, Christopher Whitfield, Reno the Sun, Beat Addict, Nathan Hickok, Ali Ahmed, I respect to the Aki for rocking the Sarah fat head wrap. I see motherfuckers making fun of me for my head wraps. Boss Jean, who else? 313 Siley Spills, R. Kelly Selly, Courtney Jermaine Jones, Official Jai Witty. Let's see, who else? Mr. Lee, Enlightened Original Man, Nuzu Taibo, I'm probably saying that incorrectly. Lena Love, Young Luca, or Luca, not the first Luca, Young Luca, Alexander Johnson, trying to make sure that I get to all of y'all. Jermaine 199125, JTB Mar ATL. Let's see. Monzello Smith Jr. If I don't shout y'all out, my apologies. Twiz the Wiz Kid, Armand, Marcus Evans, Slime Ace, Jason A. Durant Sr., Stevie G, I think I said W513, Rare Rock, Top Tier Podcast, Light Skin Television, Pound 7 Sounds, a hashtag 7 Sounds, or maybe it's just 7 Sounds, Dre Rockstar, I'm trying to see, no, Miss VA, shit. I need to like create a screenshot of all these names so I can just go through and be like, boom, 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 boom. As always, I thank all of y'all for always taking the time out to tune in. Michael DJ, Mike Skills, Walker. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all of y'all. Armand, hair wraps are officially, I'll put my locks up, but they get heavy. I can imagine. Yeah, they are official. Yeah, they get heavy. Yeah. Yeah, Bonnie was holding down for a second. She could have hit you or text you. No shows are whack and you just leaving the door open for all day. Top Tier, thank you very much for that. And, you continue to do great as well. And glad to see, a nice, speedy, healthy recovery. If you're able to. Light Skin Television, let people know, where they can find you at as well. Top Tier Podcast, tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's the name of it again? I want to say Top Tier Talk, but I'm going to say that wrong. But definitely tune in to the show on Caffeine, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know I'm definitely going to be at work, but I'll definitely still see what I can do, in terms of making that happen. And Light Skin Television, if y'all haven't checked out any of his shit on YouTube, definitely do so as well. If you're not familiar, he recently put out a top 50 female battle rapper list, I think of 2020, received some love and some hate, but, he had the cojones to do it, so I'm not mad at it. Mr. Milkman, you just missed us kind of wrapping up. Unfortunately, Bonnie Godiva could not make it. So we didn't get her, but you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of feedback in terms of what I could do to make the show better, that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm sorry, but like I said, it wasn't me this time, which is good.
Yeah, I'll tell you how you can make the show better. Damn, yo, how did you know I was even going to how did you know I was even going to say something bad? I was going to say something good.
What were you going to say?
I'm not saying nothing now.
Nah, say it.
Oh, fuck that. Now I want to say something bad. Now I want to rebuttal the middle finger. Nah, I didn't have nothing. I was just fucking with you.
Gotcha. Yeah, salute to all y'all. And like I said, I'm definitely gonna take all of that into consideration. Y'all have a good one. Rob, we out. Thank y'all once again.
Oh shit. All right. And let me give the people that what they wanted to hear. So I'm gonna give the people the intro again. Let's fucking go.
You are now tuned in to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Hustle, Jazz, Gaddis, 40, Official, Hard, Bonnie, Tori, C3, Couture, Misfit, Shayna, Norma, RX, QB, Jada, My Verse, Vixen, Merc, Miami, Prophet, Mulatto, Don, Lady, Shooney, Farrah, Tia, Torture, Cheddar, Casey, you wanna be down with the queens? Down with the queens. You wanna be down with the queens? Down with the queens. You wanna be down with the queens? Down with the queens. You wanna be down tuned in to the Queens of Battle Rap show on 15 Minutes of Fame.